Ooh, okay, cool. What up, y'all? It's JustSwerv here. You see, bro, y'all see it already. But before we do anything, I one thing I got a couple updates to share with y'all. I'm not gonna make this too long before I get into the next thing that we're about to do, what we're about to discuss. But number one, y'all really showing me mad love. Praise God. Y'all showing me a lot of love for the Boruto video. That kind of y'all showing me that much love for the Boruto video has made me reconsider a lot of things. I'll just say. There was a comment in the Boruto video that really touched my heart. I would pull it up, but I'm gonna pull it up somewhere over here. I'm a screen. I'm gonna pretty much I'm gonna make it as a separate thing and kind of screen plaster it right there or whatever y'all would call it. Put it on the screen real quick, and that's whatever you can do to serve the Lord God, to bring God to bring more children into the kingdom of God. That is what we should all be doing in everything that we're striving to do. Whether you are a YouTube content creator, whether you are a basketball player, whether you are anything that you do, a cook, anything, a project manager, whatever it is, the first thing that you have to put priority towards is how is my purpose, how is the skills and gifts that God has given to me going to be used effectively to bring about the kingdom that resides in heaven and bring it right down to earth. That is what we should all be striving for, and that's what we should all be thinking about. In the Boruto video is quintessentially exactly me reading that comment and me seeing the views, and me, not really me seeing the views, but me specifically, that video could have one view, and me reading that comment reaffirms exactly why I'm going to continue to do what I have to do. Now, with that being said, thank you for all the comments that you guys left in the video. That one comment I pinned it. I did all I need to do with it. I will respond to the comments. I just wanted to do this first because I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, before even that, I'm gonna read you guys Psalm 4. The way you should read Psalms, or a pastor told me this once. The Psalms you can correlate to the day. You can also do that with Proverbs. Proverbs are 1 through 31, so you can read every proverb every single day. The Psalms go up to 150, I believe. I just want to make sure I am getting that right. Let me see. I know y'all in the comments like, yes, it goes up to 150. I just want to double make sure I'm not saying anything. Yes, it goes up to 150. So you can still correlate that to days and things like that. You just have to read Psalms for 150 days and then reset, and then Proverbs from 1 to 31 and then reset. So we're going to read Psalm 1. Answer me when I pray, O God, my defender. When I was in trouble, you helped me. Be kind to me now and hear my prayer. How long will you people insult me? How long will you love what is worthless and go after what is false? We're going to speak about that. All this material stuff is not real. This great praise be to God that we have clothing and nice locations that we are all around. And even if it's not a nice location, God bless you have a roof over your head. And even if you don't have a roof over your head, God bless that you're still able to breathe breath. Remember that the Lord has chosen the righteous for his own. He hears me when I call to him. Tremble with fear and stop sinning. Think about this. Think deeply about this. When you lie in silence in your beds, offer the right sacrifices to the Lord and put your trust in him. There are many who pray, give us more blessings, O Lord. Look on us with kindness. But that joy you have given to me is more than they will ever have with all their grain and wine. When I lie down and go to sleep in peace, you alone, O Lord, keep me perfectly safe. In Jesus' mighty name we praise you forever and ever. Amen. Okay. Thank you guys for doing that with me. Now, this chapter, okay. This is the Minato, right? Minato is probably, he's my favorite character in Naruto. It's Minato. It's really Minato. I really don't have a favorite. It was Toby for a very long time. And I say Toby because it was before the Obito bullshit. Before, excuse my language, before the Obito nonsense, bro. Before the whole plot thing where it's like, oh, Rin, before he started being on this Rin tangent, and now it's like, oh my goodness, I'm making this infinite Tsukiyomi plan that took me the deaths of so many Jinchurikis and the death of so many other people. I was putting pieces together. I was manipulating Nagato. I was manipulating Konan, Itachi, all these things just to see a shorty that didn't really care about you that much. I mean, like, of course they were friends, but he's making it seem like he's making it seem like he's Anakin Skywalker and that's Padme, bro. Like, that's not what happened, bro. Like, she was feeling Kakashi, and y'all was like 12 years old. Not saying that these things can't happen in a battlefield while you're 12 years old, but she obviously wasn't feeling the kid, as Ice Spice would say. But anyways, regardless of that, Minato, right? Minato is a wonderful character that Kishimoto made, and this one shot in of itself is a wonderful piece of work that Kishimoto has written. We're gonna read through this. I'm gonna get this out the way. I'm so sorry, y'all. We're gonna read through this real quick, and y'all let me know in the comments if y'all read it, or if this is the first time you're even seeing this. If you're Naruto fans, y'all probably seen this already, of course. But if somehow y'all did not see this, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you jack this, if you think that this is fire. I think this is fire, obviously. Or it got some plot inconsistencies. Let me know your thoughts on this chapter in the comments by the end of the video. And also, thank you guys again for all the support, but let's keep going. All right, Minato is like, bro, he's looking at shit. Look at him. He's like, bro, what's going on? They're in the midst of a battle between the Four Tails and the Five Tails right here. Roshi's saying, you really want to fight us? You better bring your nine-tailed fox, bro. You better bring that Jinchuriki, bro. This ain't Naruto, bro. I ain't going front. You better bring that nine tails. And this is Jiraiya's squad right here. Now in Jiraiya's squad, which was interesting to me, because I didn't think to see Jiraiya in this chapter, but it does make sense. Like, Jiraiya, like, he stopped fighting for a period of time, but you know, for I guess in this instance he's still registered as a Jonin of, or a higher class Jonin of the Hidden Leaf Village. This is all headcanon in my brain. This is not confirmed, but he still has his Sanin uniform. But Minato's even Minato's outfit looks a little bit different than how regular Jonins wear their clothes, as you can see here. So this guy right here is an Uchiha. You may not know that off first viewing, but that's what's going on. Jiraiya says Biju bombs. We're retreating for now, Minato. Yes, sir. Because you know Minato has studied the Flying Thunder God technique from the second Hokage. And then Han and Roshi pretty much do this nasty maneuver where they and it's so weird that in there they pretty much use like their base form but manifest the aura of the tail beast enough where they're able to form Biju bombs, which is a cool, trust me, this is a very dynamic shot by Kishimoto. One thing that I do not like about Boruto is that Boruto, look at how this is drawn already. Look at this. Do you see this? Do you see how this is drawn? It looks like he's in the battlefield. It looks like he just seen some shit. Bro. One thing that I do desperately miss from Kishimoto not being so involved into the Naruto series is that artwork. I think Naruto, like, one of the strongest defining points in Naruto, especially in the manga regards, is that drawing. Is his artwork. Kishimoto is one of the best mangakas in terms of art, bro. And in terms of stuff like this, like, look at this. After this, I'm gonna show you like a little bit of like after war stuff. Not after war stuff, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of well, like Kishimoto back during the war and stuff like that. It's just amazing. The anime could not even capture how beautiful Kishimoto draws. I ain't gonna front. Like, the anime does not do a good job of really displaying Kishimoto's work as like, for example, Dragon Ball Z is pretty much like, when you read Dragon Ball Z, it's so crazy how like Toriyama, it's like Toriyama really has like the entire anime right there. I wish I had it with me, but this is not about Naruto. Let's keep going. I'm so sorry, y'all. Rest in peace, Toriyama. So they are not playing with these niggas. Look at this. They got 2 Biju bombs right in their face, ready to really ready to boom, son, for real. And as expected, Minato does his flying Raging jutsu. I don't know if that was level 2 or not. It probably was. And they get up out of there before it was going to be the end of all of them. They got the one Negro. I ain't going front. I never see nobody black in the Hindley village. But Kishimoto was like, okay, bro, I ain't going front. Like, bro, I knew that they was mad. Like, bro, like, it was kind of crazy that the black people were relegated to one clan. Not one clan, but one location. All the black people were in the Cloud Village in the original Part 2 of Naruto. And that's kind of crazy to me. But anyways. Huh? Did we die? Is this the afterlife? And he's a little bit of an idiot. Relax, Dekai. Dekai? I hope I said that right. Minato's flying Raijin simply teleported us away. Jiraiya's like, what a close call. And Minato's just staring. So this is the Biju's power? And she's got one of them inside of her too. Now we already know who, if you see by the panel right there, who this she is. Let's keep going. Hey, new vessel, I can feel it. Your fear and reservations. Do you understand? You are more shackled than I am. And this is pretty much, we went right back. See, the greatest thing about this chapter is that it's like, bro, like, for somebody who loved Part 1 Naruto, and for somebody who thought the writing really dropped the ball in Part 2 Naruto, reading this chapter post Shippuden, even really post Boruto time skip. No, it was released before the time skip. So pre Boruto time skip, post Shippuden, post the last, this right here, bro, it's like Kishimoto. This is like a love letter to me. This is like a Part 1 love letter. Like, bro, I was sitting here so perplexed, like, yo, bro, who wrote this? Who wrote this chapter? Because this person that wrote this chapter and the person that wrote Shippuden, they're not the same person. Anyways, we see Kushina, and the Nine Tails is pretty much tempting her. This is the devil. This is the, like, I ain't going front. This is very biblically based right here. This is how the devil pretty much tries to infiltrate itself into your life, and you must rebuke him in any form way by the blood of Jesus Christ. I'm not even lying to y'all. Look, it's showing y'all right here. It's showing y'all right here. Y'all see in the One Piece chapter. Y'all seen it in the One Piece chapter. Y'all seen the Gorosei. Y'all seen what Oda's trying to say. Anyways, so Kushina wakes up, and the Nine Tails is like, "But I can free you." So she's seeing the Nine-Tailed Fox, and then she wakes up from her nightmare. And she living better than her son is. I ain't gonna front. She living way better than her son. Her son, if she would have seen how her son was living, bro, I'd have macked the third Hokage, nigga. If I was Minato and I seen what happened to my son, living off food stamps, I'd have lost it, bro. I'd have lost it. I'm the 4th Hokage, gang. That's my seed, bro. Kakashi. Anyway, so she wakes. Look at the artwork, bro. Like, this is how you know Kishimoto is doing this. She wakes up from the dream, the same dream that she has. She's been having reoccurring nightmares about the Nine-Tailed Fox, the devil. We have this nice panel right here of this picture of Mito Uzumaki, the one who passed down the Nine-Tailed Fox to Kushina. You might be asking, we know Mito Uzumaki is the wife of the first Hokage, so how did she live that long? Like, Kakuzu lived for that long. Obito? No, not Obito. Madara lived for that long. How is this going on? Well, we knew Madara was in the cave somewhere. He summoned the Ghetto Mazo statue, and he's basically living off the reserves of the Hashirama DNA. We've seen that in part 2. And we know that the Uzumaki clan has nothing but vitality, so they're able to be ancient. These people can be over 100 years old and still doing what they're doing. Kushina pretty much is having an introspective moment. She's like, and the same view, the usual 2 keepers. And she's asking them, what's on the schedule today? Don't I have sealing jutsu train with Minato Namikaze? Then she looks, she sees a butterfly. She's intrigued by the butterfly as it's flying up to the Hokage's mansion. You know what's crazy? I dead forgot where that was, but that's the Hokage's mansion. The Anbu Black Ops member is saying, and oh yeah, if y'all don't know Naruto, here you go. This is Anbu Black Ops. The Anbu Black Ops is the most useless division. Like, they're the most useless division in shonen. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like, you know the BDF people from Yu Yu Hakusho, they're that bad. Cause I don't know, tangent. When Yusuke turned into a demon, what were them niggas gonna do if Yusuke was like really turning into Raizen? Were they gonna fight Yusuke as Raizen? No. They like Togashi. They lucky the plot was on their side. Anyways, not about Yu Yu Hakusho right now. Anbu Black Ops, he's saying, one of them says, you must not go outside the barrier, Uzumaki Kushina. And she's like, I know. And then she has another introspective moment where she says the same line over and over. I wonder when I get to be alone with Minato. That's her man's, you know what I'm saying? That's her husband. So, we know they had, well, look, bro, Naruto's here because they were alone, all right? Like, let's be real. I promise to go all out again today. You pick up things real quick, Minato. There are still tons of Uzumaki clan sealing jutsus that we haven't covered yet. So, this is I like me reading this panel, bro. Like, I ain't gonna front. I talk crazy about Kishimoto all the time. But even me and I read this already, but me reading this again and looking at Minato and looking at Kushina, bro, I'm just like, this is a 10 out of 10 chapter, bro. Wonderful chapter. So he's apologizing to Kushina. He actually wants to practice a different jutsu elsewhere today, and he's basically letting her know that like bro, I'm doing my own swag. So Minato, we know that Minato. Well, let me read the chapter. I don't want to go too deep into this for people that don't know this. She's like, what kind of jutsu? And Minato's like, and if you see her face, like, this is Naruto's face, like Naruto, like, this is literally Naruto, and this is Naruto, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's beautiful. Oh, 8th gate. There he goes. Look at him. And Kakashi with Dual Mangekyo Sharingan Susanoo. Anyway, and she's like, where? And Minato's like, Training Ground 3. She's like, some jutsu. You can't tell me about it? No, it's still unfinished and pretty dangerous. I don't want you to get hurt. I see. And apparently her hair moves in a way where her hair pretty much represents like the 9-tailed fox, I guess, spirit, whatever. I don't know. Like, it's a fine little maneuver. It's a fine little artistic motif that's going on. She's like, I see. Okay, fine. If you don't want to spend time with me, just say so. And then Minato's like, that's not the case. And then somebody's saying, hey, Minato. She looks, and that's pretty much his squad members. We need to report our mission to Lord Third. You don't want to make don't you make Team 6 wait, so we know now that Naruto is part of Team 7, Minato is part of Team 6. We know where Kishimoto's going with this. And Minato got his fangirls. Is oh yeah, that's right. And what the cool thing about Minato is not part of no crazy clan. He don't got no Sharingan. He don't got no Tenseigan. He's just a regular guy who knows all these broken techniques because he learned and trained hard, like what his son was supposed to be doing before the retcons. Anyway, She's like, sorry, see, he's like, sorry, see you next time. And then the Anbu Blackout member is like, hold it, chill out. And he telling her any farther, it'll be outside of the barrier. So the barrier, the barrier in another fantastic shot that Kishimoto just drew, bro. Like, I don't know what, like, bro. Kishimoto in this one shot is on some, bro. And you read, we read the Boruto chapter, bro. We read that chapter. What was they talking about? What was they talking about in that chapter? Then you read this and you see the artwork. You see like the development between Kushina and Minato, and you see the machinations that go, well, really the machinations of Kushina. We know Minato's over here trying to develop a new jutsu. That's all the characterization we pretty much get from him. But like we're getting deeper into the isolation and the isolation and pretty much like the burdens that are bared when you are part of, like, when you are a Jinchuriki. We've seen a whole lot of that in part 1 Naruto, but we see that pretty much with Naruto's mom right here, and it's more of a constructive. She doesn't have the stigma that Naruto received, but at the same time, there is definitely a lot of restrictions that Kushina cannot do in order to pretty much keep this Nine-Tailed Fox tamed. We came here as a Nine-Tails vessel, but first and foremost, we came here as Nine-Tails vessels. But first and foremost, and then she has a flashback right here, one of Kishimoto's rarest useful flashbacks, because Kishimoto would just have flashbacks of what happened 2 panels ago in the same chapter. Yeah, we seen that in the Boruto chapter, but anyway. Find love to fill your vessel with. Then, if you have to make the sacrifice, become the 10-tailed Jinchuriki. You'll be able to be happy. Okay, let's read this one more time. Find love to fill your vessel with. Then, even if you make the sacrifice and become the 10-tailed Jinchuriki, you'll be able to be happy. And young Kushina's talking about love, and Mito's like, yes, but you won't find love if you just wait around for it. Come with me, Kushina. And you know, I guess the previous Anbu Black Ops members was like, Lady Mito, you should be resting. There's something I want to show this child. It won't take long. And then you see Kushina in this shot. She over here like, yeah. And this is the first time Kishimoto was able to write a female character. You know, Kishimoto has a really bad habit of making female characters trash. This is the first time ever where he's able to make a female character have her own agency. Now, well, she is worried about Minato and stuff like that, but it's in a deeper context of freedom, because she's in this box because of the constraints and the stigma of having literally a weapon of mass destruction living inside of you. Now, this isn't what happens in Killer Bee's instance, because Killer Bee's instance was a little bit more like, okay, we understand what this is, and Killer Bee had mastery over the 8 tails at a certain point, so, you know. But the 9-tailed fox is a different breed. Like, he does not care, bro. So she pretty much changed these guys up. Oh, and you see how all this Naruto information is now coming out of my brain now that we're reading a Flock chapter? Anyway. They can't get out of it. Her power is to bind. Her power to bind is getting stronger as she gets older. So she starts to run away, and she's almost by the barrier line. And she walks right past it. And but with her walking right past it, she feels Kurama. And she's like, and Kurama's like, yes, that's the spirit. You Uzumaki clan ninja are prideful over your swirly sealed power. And this is not the official translation, I ain't gonna front. But we're gonna make do what we can. But it's use you as much as use it. Now you are trapped and drowning in the spiral of time. Okay. I am the only one who can free you from those who did this to you. Don't forget your hatred. Do not trust anybody. And you know, like, I guess the 9-tails is pretty much locked within her heart. Or that's the heart of the 9-tails. I don't know what that is behind the 9-tails, but he's basically trying to really play. He's really the devil over here. Like, yo, please get me out of here, bro. Do not be aligned with these people. And that's the eye that pretty much went nine tails for like that quick moment right here. But she's like, but she's basically saying to herself, but I got. And now we pan over to Minato. And but I've got. So don't forget your hatred. Do not trust anyone. And then Kishimoto, excellent writing. But I've got. So what she's gonna say in retort to what the Nine-Tailed Fox says is, but I've got Minato. And Kishimoto has that juxtapositioning where we see Minato right over here in the next panel. Like, yo, bro, like he's yo. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Anyway. Jiraiya is basically saying now, Jiraiya is pretty much going on saying it's either a dud or discharge or discharges early. It just isn't stable. It's so difficult to control. I've heard that when you need chakra, it helps to match rotations with the direction of the whirl of your hair. So perhaps that's what. And then Minato's like, that's a folktale, right? And Jiraiya's like, not necessarily. I always visualize needing chakra in a counterclockwise direction. In my world, twist is right. So the pattern of the middle of your head, like the way it pretty much grows out, is pretty much how he's able to pretty much visualize the needing of chakra. Oh, and this is a one shot, so this is a lot of pages. Like, I ain't gonna front. It's probably as many pages as the Boruto chapter, so we might be here for a little bit. But this is something that you would like to be in for a lot longer. You kind of wish that this was not a one shot and this was a series. You kind of wish. Anyway, let me not get into that today. Right now. So Minato's like, okay, what about mine? Well, you got two worlds. One in each direction. And he's like, what, bro? He's like, oh, nah. And he's like, yo, bro. He's like, you just, when I see Jiraiya, bro, it's just like, it's like, I don't think about part 2. I just think about part 1. It's just amazing, bro. And then Minato does this dumb face looking just like his son. So how should I need? And Jiraiya's like, I have no idea. Let's take a break. And he does the same thing that he did with Naruto. Which half do you want? And we have the Traverse Town, the Kingdom Hearts ice cream right here. Minato's like, huh? Doesn't matter. And then Minato has a brain blast. He's like Jimmy Neutron. He's like, if both are the same, you don't want a piece of an ice pop? Well, I'm gonna eat both. And Minato's like, that's the key, Master Jiraiya. I should need the chakra equally in both directions. And then Jiraiya finishes it. We see right here, we see these like beautifully drawn lines of transition of time to where we see Jiraiya pretty much praising Minato. I've also heard of having two worlds of chakra, two worlds. I also heard having two worlds is a sign of genius. What an incredible grasp of ninjutsu. It's taken form. I shall call it, and this is pretty much this chapter pretty much shows the development of Minato creating the Rasengan, the development of Naruto and Naruto's mom and dad's relationship, and the Nine-Tailed Fox. So it's pretty much like this chapter is just pretty much like Naruto chapter 0. This is like the birth by sleep of Naruto right here. Before the Nine-Tails invasion. And then we have this joke right here. Ice Pop inspired Nimbus Jiraiya twin world spear. That's a stupid long and one poor taste in naming. Yeah, because Minato has bad naming in jutsus. And Minato's like, really? Well, in any case, you completed the first stage of developing a new jutsu. I have another mission that will cause me to leave you for a bit, but you should rest while I'm gone. Understand? And he's like, yes, sir. And Minato got that on first try because, he's a genius. But Minato did create this jutsu. It is his own jutsu, and he teaches it to Jiraiya. And we thinking, oh my goodness, Jiraiya made this jutsu. No, Naruto's pops made this jutsu, and then Naruto is Rasengan all day. So as Minato's about to leave, like, you know, in the cut, here comes Kushina. And he's like, huh? What are you doing here, Kushina? It's okay you're here? And she's like, oh, you know, lying just like her son. The third Hokage gave me special permission to go outside the barrier. And Minato's like, that's great. I didn't see your guards, so I never mind that. Sorry about earlier that I yelled at you. And it's Minato facing me, and Minato's like, oh man. No, I'm the one that should apologize. I broke my promise. That jutsu just now, you're working hard to hone it? Oh, you saw that? And they're like, yeah. Minato's like, the truth is, I wanted to perfect that jutsu bad enough to even cancel our appointment together. Oh, cause it's a jutsu I'm crafting to protect you. Oh my goodness. She's like, huh? I'm like, what do you mean? We're in the middle of a war. See, we're in the middle of a war. And and this is storytelling. This is story. Do I have food? I don't have nothing, bro. This is storytelling. Minato came from the battlefield where he almost lost his life fighting two Biju monsters. So they're currently this is the third Great Shinobi War. The one that pretty much did. And this war lasted for a very long time. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, this is Minato. Like, this is young Minato. This is like before he even becomes a Jonin Minato, I think. So it's like, yo, like, this is young Minato. Like, I ain't gonna front. This war was going on for a very long time. But what I'm saying is that he's in a situation where he almost lost his life to two Jinchurikis that had Bijus. So what he does is that he tries to learn how to replicate that same Biju chakra energy into an attack of his very own by studying what the Biju bomb is, by creating the Rasengan. All in the effect to pretty much protect the woman that he loves. So she doesn't need to be out in the front lines being used as a weapon of mass destruction to destroy enemies as well. This is what we call storytelling. This is what we call crafting a narrative. Kishimoto is showing you a masterclass in writing right now. Is it better than Berserk? Oh, no, of course not. But we're not here to talk about Kentaro Miura today. That's for another time. That's why we're not here to talk about Togashi neither. That is also for another time. Don't worry about that. That's why I wanted to give you a new jutsu that is specialized for battles against Biju and Jinchurikis, that works in concert with your own Jinchuriki chakra volume. Genius. And he's like, I don't want to lose you. In this beautiful panel right here. Just beautiful panels, bro. And you know the Nine-Tailed Fox, he's hating, bro. And she's like, ugh! And he's like, what's wrong, Kushina? And he's like, this is Bijuification. Like, so, like, yeah. I don't know what Bijuification is. This is probably a new term. This is probably old slang that they used to say. But the Nine-Tails is not having none of that, bro. He's like moving like Four Tails on Sakura right now. He pretty much, like, bro, look how much blood came out of Minato, bro. Like, it literally slashed his whole chest open, bro. And she's like, Minato. And then she's like, I told you not to trust anybody. He'll eventually come to use you. You know the Nine-Tailed Fox. And he's breaking out the seal. Like, it's crazy. Now undo all my seals and you'll be freed from pain. Like, oh my goodness. Or shall I possess and kill you? And then, oh, we're like, a sealing jutsu? A sealing jutsu by whom? Look at him. Look at this panel. I wish. Can I do this? Hold on, y'all. Can I do this? Look at this panel. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this panel. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this panel, bro. Look at that. Look at her face. She looked like she about to go 3 tails on, bro. Look at this panel. Like, just, like, the masterclass of Kishimoto right here, bro. It's just on full display. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like, this is peak Naruto right here. So he does the 5-pronged seal. It looks like the 5-pronged seal. It looks like the same thing that Orochimaru did to Naruto back in the Chunin exams. He's basically saying the Nine Tails is basically having a monologue right here. The brat, he's not of the Uzumaki clan yet. He's augmented the tetragram seal in his own style. A most powerful shinobi ranking alongside the first Hokage Hashirama. So basically, this had a lot of debate back in the day. Like when the chapter first released, like, is Minato on the same level as Hashirama? And I ain't gonna front, like, bro. The whole theme of Naruto is that the new generation is supposed to surpass the old generation. Now I ain't gonna front, like we see that in Boruto, but they just jumped the power scale too high. But Naruto also jumped the power scale a little too high. Like Naruto should be as strong as the first Hokage, but they made him like beyond Sage's 6 paths. But at the same time, Guy is like the strongest person in the earth. I ain't gonna front. Like if Guy fought Hashirama is gonna die, bro. Prime Hashirama. Don't at me. If Guy fought Madara Prime, he was gonna die too. Don't at me. Prime Hashirama and Prime Madara together fused into one are not stronger than Sage's 6 paths Madara. So he's gonna Jujutsu Kaisen reverse jump them. And they're gonna get cooked. Anyway. Why is the shinobi of your caliber fussing over this lass? He's like, why are you fussing over this shorty, bro? Who is she to you? Oh, and that's the Nine Tails talking to Minato right here. He's like, I like strong people. People stronger than me. That's why I love Kushina. And I won't let you have her. Oh my goodness. And then we have another beautiful flashback. The Uzumaki clan is now scattered. We've lost everything. We go actually right back. We go backwards to continue the conversation that Mito is going to have with Kushina. A clan whose members want to claim as shinobi with proficient life force and sealing jutsus from attuning themselves to swirling air currents. Our power became fodder for war, sinking us. And now our very existence is in danger of being sealed by those eddies. Okay. But our power brought about stability. The house, the family crest jutsu formula. This house and the family crest jutsu formula on this floor strengthens the ceiling strength of a Jinchuriki. When combined with the one outside. Kushina's like, am I really gonna become the host of the Nine Tails? And Mito's like, you are a strong child, even to me. You have more lustrous red hair than me. So grandma's kind of like, yo, I'm easing this into you. I'm letting you know this, like, yo, bro, like, I'm giving this to you, bro. Is this what you wanted to show me? No. That is above us. A spiral staircase? No. It's a Rasen. Woo! You see this chapter, bro? This isn't the best chapter of Naruto ever made. This is like a part. This is on par with Part 1 Naruto. And Part 1 Naruto, to me, personally, is masterpiece. This is a masterpiece chapter. I ain't gonna... This is... How is all this stuff happening in one event, bro? I'm like, you're complaining about this. But 15 billion things happen in Shippuden in one war. And at least this is being broken up in a stage of time. And this is all gonna pretty much bookend and spiral itself right into where... exactly needs to go. This is God's work right here. This is like God. This is like Bible right here. Not saying like, oh my goodness, this is like something from the Bible. How everything is just perfectly woven in to pretty much give you a central narrative and a central theme. And not only just that, but multiple central themes and multiple central narratives all at the same time. Let's continue. No, it's a racing, a helix, a helical staircase. Now let's climb it. She's like a racing. A spiral is flat and fixed. The Uzumaki. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I gotta charge my computer before, cause I'm not about to lose this video, bro. I'll be tight if I lose this video. Sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to do this video again. I ain't gonna front. This video seeming like a little bit of a masterpiece. I ain't gonna front. We reading peak right here. Anyways, a spiral is flat and fixed. The Uzumaki form remains unchanging. But a helix is three-dimensional. Look, read this line of dialogue. A spiral is flat and fixed. The Uzumaki form remains unchanging. But a helix is three-dimensional. Even if it seems like you're going in circles, your attitude slowly changes, as does the scenery. What's at the top? The thing that is inside my vessel. Okay, they go up to the very top. Wow, is this? Whenever it's difficult, I always come here and look up. This is inside your vessel? Isn't this person your... That's right. Kushina, we may be inside a spiral, but if you have the will to climb, you'll be able to find love. And once you do, the spiral shall become a helix, or become more than itself. And yes, this is where we get the Hokage monument, and we see that she looks at Hashirama in a beautiful panel. This is magnificent work by Kishimoto. Oh, you're glazing the chapter, bro. I ain't gonna front. If I were to review Part 1 Naruto, okay, you'll say that. But if I was to review Part 2 Naruto, you would think I hate Kishimoto. You would think Kishimoto is the worst writer ever, and he's not. He's not. Look at this. Anyways, it would be nice if you managed to see a different view one day, Kushina. And she's like, yes, ma'am. And Kushina at this very moment, because now we're going back into modern day. Well, we're going back into present time in this chapter. She closes her eyes and she regains herself, breaking the chains of oppression, breaking the chains of breaking the chains of not just oppression, but isolation, breaking the chains of evil, breaking the chains of hatred, breaking the chains of being put in a circumstance where you need to be this, or else society itself will pretty much crumble with you we're gonna make you into something that you truly aren't, what you're really not. Breaking those chains, or not really breaking those chains. That's what it looks like to me in this case, but that's not what it is. This is Kushina that I'm not taking back what I said, but I'm just gonna pretty much recontextualize what I said, because now I'm looking at this differently now. Because now I went down and I saw what this is doing now. This is pretty much Kushina taking the jutsu, taking the chains, and the chains are metaphorically saying, okay, bro, I'm getting a handle over my threshold. I'm getting a handle over my stronghold that's binding me. I'm gonna get a handle on it before it gets a handle on me, because the Nine-Tailed Fox pretty much has her in this bondage, but she's pretty much getting a handle over the situation. She's not letting the situation get over her. So in collaboration with Minato's sealing technique and the chains, she says, I'm capable of resisting too. And he's like, Kushina! And then, he's about to boom her. He's about to boom her real quick, and then That's it. That's it. She gains control again. And Minato's like, you come too. And she's like, Minato. And then Minato's like, let's do this together. And before he's about to boom both of them with the Biju Dama, he's not even letting this rock. And the more the Nine Tails fights back for control, you obviously see that, like, the more demonic Kushina starts to become, because the Nine Tails influence is really becoming that much more prevalent. Like, where she's almost, I don't know how many tails this is, but she's obviously in either the fourth tail, fifth tail, or sixth tail form right here, and she puts a hole right through Minato. I ain't going front. That should have killed him, if I'm being real. I know this is a nice panel, but I ain't going front. That should have killed him. I ain't going front. He should have been talking about that since the Obito encounter. Like, I got this big hole in my heart, and this big hole in my stomach, and my sternum. Anyways, because he's not Naruto. He's not gonna, he can't tank that, bro. A hand through the sternum, bro. That looks like it's near his spine, bro, Kishi. I ain't going front. Like, I know you want to be dramatic, but this is a little too dramatic. Minato, you've done enough. Run. Get away from here. Can he run, bro? With this hole in his hand, bro? Minato, I won't leave. I won't. Oh, you hear my Minato voice? I won't leave you. I never leave you. And this is Nine Tails. The Nine Tails looking mad demonic right here. We rebuke him. Here we go. Release your sealing hand. This one is my human pillar. You are irrelevant. And Minato's like, no, you're wrong. I can sense it. And then we have a flashback. Once again, we have a flashback to what what did I tell you about Kishimoto? Typical Kishimoto fashion. We have a flashback that happened, but in this case, it happened like 15 pages ago. But it's still, though, this is what he does. This is how you know Kishimoto writes this. That's why that Boruto chapter, it's like Kishimoto wrote this, because he does that. Oh, nah. My son does the Flying Thunder God, and he should. Oh, he's in the vestige. I don't know how he got inside the vestige, but hey, this is a cool panel. This is a very cool panel. This is a flock panel. I ain't gonna front. This is a flock panel. Look at this panel, bro. I exist inside Kushina at all times. So a lot of people are like, "What do you mean by that? What's going on here?" My Bible's here. Relax. But no, for real though, relax. Because the whole sentiment is like, I will always remain inside Kushina's heart. This is a very Kingdom Hearts Sora moment right here. So she binds the chains, and Minato's going all crazy. He's like, and this is the crescendoing part right here. He devised a jutsu to combat against Biju Damas, to combat against Biju bombs. And now he's going to put that jutsu that he just learned to the ultimate test to win the battle for his woman. This is what I'm saying. This is all set up, payoff. 1, 2, 3. Very easy, very nice, effective, perfect. I will never let you have Kushina, and they have like this Dragon Ball Z, like this is like Sasuke versus Naruto swag, and the blast pretty much knocks Minato out. Even though this didn't happen, like Minato did not suffer these injuries in the Vestige world, and I guess that's how Minato was able to put him. I guess because I don't know how that was even possible to be going on. Like that's probably like that, you know what? It's me saying that's headcanon, so that's not true. This is not explained. Why Minato was able to become a vestige within Kushina. This is not. Oh, but he did it in pain, bro. But during pain, he was able to put a bit of his chakra inside the seal. Oh, well, I guess he did do that. I take back what I just said, because that's literally what he did in pain. This is actually, I was gonna give this chapter a 9.5, but this chapter, since that happened, now is back to a 10. Kishimoto he's just winning. He's big win right now. Tsunade! Let's go! Tsunade was in the village? My son was probably out for mad long. My son was like, bro, like, I ain't going front, because Jiraiya said he was going to do a mission real quick. But I guess he brought Tsunade real quick. And, you know, and it's so cool to see Tsunade and Jiraiya here with Kushina and Minato. It's just so cool to see that. Like, you don't get to see that at all. And you don't get to see that. You don't get to see interactions like that at all. Anyways, these two have a touching moment right here. You love to see it. It's beautiful. There go Jiraiya. And they made Jiraiya look younger because he is younger. And you got Tsunade right here because she passed up. So the hole that was in Minato's chest got passed up by Tsunade. Okay, this is why Tsunade is in the panel. It's very nice to see Tsunade. Don't even say anything. It's just peak. This is peak, bro. We can finally start training again. Hey, about the jutsu from the other day. Minato's like, yeah. It looked really similar to the chakra spear that Ninetales is trying to use, but how did you come up with it? Minato's like, I got to see the Jinchuriki's chakra spear firsthand on the battlefield. I used that as a reference, cause I wanted to give you a jutsu that would help you stand up to Jinchuriki. I call the jutsu the Ice Pop inspired Nimbus Jiraiya twin swirl spear, and she's like, that's awful and way too long, bro. You're wild. And he's like, you think so? That jutsu's for me, right? Then can I name it then? And Minato's like, I guess so. And look at how everything pays off. Look at how everything is perfectly book-ended right here. Cause we're at the end of the chapter right here. Could you come with me real quick? I know the perfect place to think it over. And we go right back to where where Mito and Kushina pretty much walked up, and where Mito is basically saying, find love. Because that love is going to fill that void with this vessel. So they go all the way up the spiral. And Minato's like, wow, I never knew such a place existed. And then the same butterfly that Kushina seen, that she was pretty much marveling at before, lands on Minato's finger, which pretty much re-emphasizes exactly what Mito was trying to tell Kushina, and which reaffirms the feelings that Kushina has for Minato, and which also recontextualizes Minato and Kushina's relationship. It doesn't recontextualize it too much, it just makes it even stronger, like a stronger base for it. And she says it right here. Huh? No, she says it right here, because I'm reading it American. I need to read it Japanese. Rasengan. Huh? That's the name of the new jutsu. Well, Rasengan.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I'm about to cry, bro. Do you see? I'm about to cry. I'm tearing up, bro. I ain't gonna front. Do I need to explain why this is the greatest chapter of Naruto ever made? Kishimoto came out of retirement and dropped like a 10 out of 11 out of 10, bro. A 12 out of 10. Not only did they name the Rasengan, Naruto's main technique, Kushina named that technique based off the relationship and the words of Mito Uzumaki gave to Kushina, giving it to her husband. Yo, bro, do I have to say more? Read this chapter. If you don't think, like, I ain't going front, bro. Read this chapter and then read part. I'll show you how good this is. We just read this whole thing, right? I'll show you this whole thing. We just read this whole thing, right? Okay. Let me show you how this is gonna make sense. We're gonna go to Naruto Colored. We're not reading Shippuden. I'll get to Shippuden in another video. That's neither here or there. We're gonna go all the way back to chapter 1. We're going back to chapter 1 Naruto. And take what this chapter just did and look at this now. Once appeared a 9-tailed demon fox. Its mighty tails can crumble mountains and cause tsunamis. To fight the demon, people assembled from the shinobi, all the shinobi from the village. One brave shinobi was able to seal the demon up, but because of that he lost his life. That shinobi was called the fourth Hokage, the GOAT. Chapter 1, Naruto Uzumaki. And I ain't gonna front, Kishimoto was playing with this toad thing since the... Sasuke's on a hawk? Oh, nah. Kishimoto's a greater writer than we think. Anyway, we go back to original Kishimoto 1999 days. Yes, bro, look at him. He looks like he's in his part 2 jumpsuit. Hokage-sama. What's wrong? Is Naruto causing trouble again? Yes, he's vandalizing the Hokage monument. This time with paint, and Dardo Kage, his bum ass, he deserves that. He's like, hey, stop causing trouble. Stop doing this. You'll pay for this. Look what he did. He's like, shut up, you morons. None of you will be able to do something like this, but I can. I'm incredible. He said, geez, what has that idiot done? Hokage-sama, I apologize for this. He's like, oh, Ruka. What are you doing during class time? Get down here, you moron. He said, oh no, that's Ruka Sensei. And they tie him up. Look at Kishimoto's artwork right here, bro. Tomorrow's the Shinobi Academy's graduation, and you failed it the last 2 times. Now we're not gonna go into the last 2 times factor because Naruto should be a lot older than his peers if he failed the thing twice. But that's a plot hole for another day. That's the first plot hole, and it's the first chapter, Kishi. But I'm gonna let it go. This time, this isn't the time to be causing trouble, idiot. And Naruto's like, whatever. I know, like, it's crazy. Like, we really came all the way here to read Part 1 Naruto. Because I gotta show you how masterful that one is. How masterful Chapter 0 was. So we can go to Chapter 1 and be like, Kishimoto, my GOAT. I'm gonna put, like, bro. I ain't going front, bro. Okay, so they're like, time for the Hingen no Jutsu test. Everybody lined up. Transform perfectly for me. He transforms. Okay, great. Everybody transforms. Naruto's gonna use the same thing. He's like, Hing! And it doesn't work out for Naruto. Oh, it does, because he does a sexy jutsu. And he's like, this one, yeah, like, this is just great. This is just great. I ain't going front. I'm not gonna read the entire thing real quick, but you know, this just recontextualizes just everything real quick. Like, look at this. Look at the fourth Hokage. Look at Minato. And then I will surpass all the former Hokages. Listen, bro. I ain't going front. Between that chapter we just read and what we're seeing right now, Kishimoto is a genius. This is the end of the chapter review, guys. I ain't going front. Pros, cons. The shit didn't have no cons. Pros, everything I just said in the video. Like, read the chapter. If you're a Naruto fan, read that chapter. You'll cry. You'll be like, oh my goodness, this is great. And then read Part 1, Chapter 1, and you'll be like, I ain't going front. Kishimoto is shonen genius. He's like Togashi, but a little bit, because his plot holes. But that's the end of the chapter right here. I hope you have a great night. Let me know what you think about this chapter in the comments below. I ain't going front. You know what I think. This is 10 out of 10, 12 out of 10. But I'm going to see you guys later. Peace.